For the first time, little Yi asked for something, and Xiaoyan realized this black bead was far more terrifying than he imagined. If you enjoy the way I make my videos, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It really motivates me to keep creating. What? Give it to me. Little Yi hugged the bead tightly, desire filling his face. It looked as though saliva was about to drip from his mouth. He had coveted this object from the very beginning. However, Xiaoyan had been studying it all this time, leaving him unable to do anything. The moment he saw Xiaoyan finally preparing to give up on it, he immediately appeared. Xiaoyan was startled when little Yi emerged. Little Yi's intelligence had been steadily growing. He was already able to use his tender voice to utter a few words. But this was the first time Xiaoyan had ever heard him actively request something. "It isn't beneficial to keep this thing." Xiaoyan frowned as he replied, although the bead contained a devouring power, it did not distinguish between friend and foe. More importantly, it devoured one's life force. Anyone who placed this thing within their body would likely age rapidly and weaken. Little Yi shook his small head. A pink flame surged out from his body and wrapped around the black bead. Immediately afterward, he forcefully merged the bead into his body. Xiaoyan hesitated briefly upon seeing little Yi's anxious actions, but he did not stop him. Although little Yi was merely a flame spirit, he possessed extraordinarily keen instincts when it came to danger. He would not act this way if the black bead were truly harmful. Xiaoyan watched as the bead rapidly merged into little Yi's body. Just as it was about to completely disappear, a strand of extremely faint black flame suddenly surged out from little Yi's body and swiftly shot toward his head. Xiaoyan shared a mental connection with little Yi, so he immediately sensed the abnormal change. His expression changed at once. Puff. Little Yi did not panic in the slightest. Lines formed from pink flames rapidly intertwined, transforming into a fire net that restrained the black flame. The net then tightened, forcibly shattering the wisp of black flame into a large black light spot. Finally, a wave of flame swept over it, merging the black light spot back into little Yi's body. After the black light spot fused with little Yi, an additional black line gradually appeared within the pink lotus fire seal on his forehead. At a glance, it looked mysterious and profound. Yiwa. After completely swallowing the black light spot, little Yi suddenly stretched out his small hand and grabbed at the empty space before him. An invisible ripple spread outward as the surrounding energy of the lake rapidly gathered into his palm. In just a short moment, it condensed into a five-colored, speckled crystal which little Yi promptly swallowed. Xiaoyan stood stunned as he watched the scene unfold. After the impure energy crystal entered little Yi's body, it was swiftly refined and separated into streams of pure energy that inexplicably appeared within Xiaoyan's body. Xiaoyan was dumbfounded. Only after a long moment did a realization strike him. He immediately began refining the pure energy and transforming it into Do Qi, which he then absorbed into his body. This energy, it's being fed back to me by this little fellow. Xiaoyan's eyes burned with excitement as he stared at little Yi. The energy he had received originated from the impure crystal little Yi had swallowed. Energy that Xiaoyan himself had been unable to absorb was purified after passing through little Yi's body, with a portion fed back to him. Little Yi proudly swayed his small head. After absorbing the energy crystal, the pink flames on his body appeared slightly brighter. Moreover, Xiaoyan could vaguely sense that little Yi had grown somewhat stronger. This little thing can actually cultivate. A flash of astonishment appeared in Xiaoyan's eyes as this thought formed. That devouring power allowed little Yi to absorb energy from the surroundings and strengthen himself just like a human cultivator. If this continued, little Yi would grow stronger and stronger. And because of their mental connection, Xiaoyan himself would benefit as well. In other words, he had gained an additional free worker, one that neither complained nor grew tired. "It seems I've accidentally obtained quite a treasure." Xiaoyan rubbed his chin thoughtfully. He had never truly known how to refine the nihility-devouring flame seed. His attempts had been largely experimental. Fortunately, little Yi possessed a unique constitution. As a heavenly flame, he was able to accept this special ability that originally belonged to the nihility-devouring flame. "Haha, it seems you've created something rather interesting during your cultivation." An elderly laugh suddenly sounded as Xiaoyan was rejoicing. He raised his head and saw Yao Lao descend from the sky, stepping lightly upon the surface of the lake. Xiaoyan grinned and asked, Is there any trouble within the alliance? Has the Hall of Souls made a move? All is well, Yao Lao replied with a chuckle. As for the Hall of Souls, several branch halls we discovered recently have relocated based on new intelligence. They're likely afraid we'll strike again and wipe them out. Relocated Xiaoyan frowned. For some reason he felt the Hall of Souls' recent actions were unusual. Given their temperament, they would never tolerate such humiliation so easily. You sense something amiss as well. Yao Lao sighed. I've long suspected they're scheming something. Otherwise they wouldn't have gathered souls for so many years. Whatever they're planning, it won't be good news for us if they succeed. Xiaoyan nodded quietly, a sense of pressure settling in his heart. Though he had reached 5-star Do Sheng, he was still unable to rescue his father from the Han clan. He had never intended to storm the Han clan recklessly, not out of fear, but because the Xiao clan could not afford him falling. If anything happened to him, no one would be left to save his father or revive the clan. 5-star Dao Sheng, still not enough. Xiaoyan's gaze flickered. The Hall of Souls no longer posed a threat to him, but they were merely an outer force of the Han clan. His true enemy was the most mysterious and powerful existence on the Doqi continent, the Han clan itself. Back then, even Xiaoxuan and 9-star Dao Sheng had fallen at their hands. A mere 5-star Dao Sheng could not stir the slightest wave. Xiaoyan's expression darkened. He sighed bitterly. There were no shortcuts left to rapidly increase his strength. He already possessed the purifying demonic lotus flame. The second-ranked nihility devouring flame belonged to the Han clan. As for the flame ranked first, he could only laugh helplessly. That thing was beyond even the term divine object. I suppose I can forget about obtaining any more heavenly flames. Just as he sighed, a spark of spiritual light flashed in his mind. He flipped his hand, revealing a jade with an ancient aura. Mysterious lines covered its surface, and at its center glimmered a faint point of light, the spiritual imprint of his father. This was the Toshi ancient god jade. Xiaoyan gently rubbed the jade, his fingers lingering over that tiny light spot. Guilt welled up in his heart. Father, Yana has never forgotten you. Once I have the strength to confront the Han clan, I will rescue you no matter the cost. He clenched his teeth, then slowly exhaled, suppressing the turbulent emotions in his heart. The Tosha ancient god jade is tied to the Tosha ancient god's mansion, but it's been split into 8 pieces. Gathering them all is impossible. Suddenly an image flashed through his mind. A world of magma. The underground magma world beneath Jianan Academy's inner academy. Xiaoyan had once sensed an unusual reaction from the jade in that place. Now that he thought about it, the depths of that magma world were indeed strange, filled with bizarre magma creatures that seemed to guard something. Perhaps I should find time to investigate that magma world again. Yao Lao shook his head helplessly, then handed him a beast-skin scroll. This came from the 9 serene deep-ground python tribe. Take a look. Yao Ming. Xiaoyan was startled. He opened the scroll, and a line of crimson words immediately entered his sight. The demon phoenix has attacked. Unusual activity detected within the 9 serene spring. Xiaoyan abruptly stood up. His expression turned grim, his terrifying aura causing even the waterfall behind him to momentarily halt. Cailin, what happened? Yao Lao, standing to the side, was startled by Xiaoyan's sudden reaction. He hurriedly asked. Xiaoyan's eyes flickered as he handed the scroll in his hand to Yao Lao. Yao Lao received it and frowned. He was well aware of Xiaoyan's relationship with the 9 serene deep-ground python tribe. More importantly, Cailin was still undergoing seclusion at the 9 serene spring within the tribe. The scroll mentioned unusual activity at the spring. It was very likely related to Cailin. No wonder Xiaoyan had reacted so intensely. The Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe. Yao Lao frowned deeply. What are these people planning to do? Xiaoyan slowly withdrew the powerful aura that had erupted from his body. He had long formed a deep grudge with the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe. Previously, he had forcefully captured the Demon Phoenix tribe's junior chief and 2 elite Do Shengs, using them as hostages to aid the ancient Void Dragon tribe. Although this had successfully resolved the Dragon tribe's crisis, it had also completely offended the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe. Xiaoyan had never feared offending them. Now, with his greatly increased strength, he had even less reason to be afraid. Yet he could not understand why the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe would suddenly provoke the 9 serene deep-ground python tribe at this moment. How do you view this matter? Yao Lao glanced at Xiaoyan. Although the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe was powerful, the Sky Mansion Alliance was no longer afraid of them. "There's no need to involve the Alliance," Xiao replied calmly. "The Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe isn't an ordinary faction. The Alliance has only just stabilized. If we engage them now, unnecessary trouble will inevitably follow. Moreover, the Hall of Souls is still watching us with ill intent." After a brief pause, Xiao continued, "I'll bring the little fairy doctor and Qinglin to the Beast region. Only the three of you." Yao Lao frowned slightly. The Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe was no ordinary force, and the Beast region was their main territory. Even with Xiao current strength, venturing in alone seemed risky. "Relax," Xiao smiled. "With my present strength, there are very few places on this continent I can't go." "Why not bring Elder Xiaochen Yao?" Lao hesitated before suggesting anxiously. "The Alliance is currently under intense scrutiny. The Pill Tower's ancestor is elusive and rarely stays put. Someone of sufficient stature must remain at headquarters. If I leave, only Ancestor Xiao Chen can fill that role." Xiao shook his head. Seeing Yao Lao's worry, he laughed lightly. "Teacher, there's no need to worry. Even if I encounter a 6-star Daosheng, I can't defeat. Escaping won't be difficult. Besides, Huang Tian hasn't reached that level yet." Yao Lao fell silent. After a moment he asked, "When do you plan to leave?" "This matter can't be delayed," Xiao replied. "I'll leave immediately. Kailin has been in seclusion for too long. I'm starting to worry. I'll take this chance to check on her." Yao Lao sighed. "Be careful." Xiao nodded. Without further words, his figure flashed, turning into a streak of light that shot out of the mountains. He quickly gathered the little fairy doctor and Qinglin, and the three of them tore through space, rushing toward the Beast region at full speed. The Beast region was vast, rivaling the Central Plains in scale. It was likewise filled with countless conflicts and intrigues. The most dazzling powers within the Beast region were undoubtedly the three great tribes: the ancient Void Dragon tribe, the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe, and the 9 serene deep-ground Python tribe. Among them, the ancient Void Dragon tribe had remained hidden for many years. Though the 9 serene deep-ground Python tribe was vast in number, its overall quality of experts was inferior to the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe. Thus, in the absence of the ancient Void Dragon tribe, the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe's position in the Beast region mirrored that of the Hall of Souls in the Central Plains. Recently, the Beast region had become unusually restless. At the center of this unrest stood the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe and the 9 serene deep-ground Python tribe. No one had expected the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe to launch such a large-scale operation. They mobilized a massive force, marching straight into 9 serene territory and completely surrounding their headquarters. The tense, sword-drawn atmosphere caused the entire Beast region to hold its breath. Everyone knew that if these two great tribes went to war, it would not be a small-scale conflict. Countless eyes silently observed the situation. Deep underground, within the vast snake network of the abyss, the 9 serene deep-ground Python tribe's headquarters was shrouded in oppressive tension. Numerous experts stared coldly toward the sky above, where countless figures hovered. Enormous wings covered the heavens like dark clouds. Tribal chief, the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe has gone too far. An icy-faced elder said in a deep voice, "They've invaded our territory openly. If we don't respond, we'll become a laughingstock. Who would dare rely on us then?" Many voices echoed in agreement, their anger barely contained. "Elder Mo, this matter isn't so simple." An old-fashioned grey-robed elder frowned. "Huang Tian personally leads their forces. He's an advanced 5-star Do Sheng. Who among us can stop him?" "Humph," Elder Mo snorted coldly. "Are you saying we should let them trample our heads in front of the entire Beast region?" "That's not what I mean," the grey-robed elder said cautiously. "Their target is merely the woman training in the 9 serene spring. If we hand her over..." Before he could finish, a cold snort rang out. The speaker immediately fell silent, his face turning pale. "My 9 serene deep-ground Python tribe will never hand her over," a powerful figure declared. "If we do, the world will think we fear the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe. As one of the 3 great tribes, I cannot afford to lose face. Do not mention this again." The speaker turned around, revealing a commanding presence even in stillness. It was Yao Ming, the tribal chief. The peace-seeking elder swallowed his words, then muttered, "But today is the deadline they set. If we don't comply..." Silence fell. Everyone knew what that implied. Even Yao Ming could not block Huang Tian. Elder Mo, has the message been sent? Yao Ming asked after a moment. It has. Elder Mo nodded, then hesitated. But will Mr. Xiao Yan arrive in time? News of the Sky Mansion Alliance defeating the Hall of Souls had already spread across the Central Plains and even reached the Beast region. Xiao Yan's name inspired great hope. He will come, Yao Ming said firmly, gazing into the distance. We wait. Yao Ming, the 3 days are up. A calm voice heavy with pressure thundered across the skies. Have you decided whether to hand that person over or start a war? The elder's expressions darkened. Yao Ming shot into the sky. Above the mountains, a colossal demon phoenix flapped its wings. Standing atop its head was a purple golden-robed figure, hands clasped behind his back, golden eyes radiating boundless authority. Huang Tian, Yao Ming said coldly. The person training in the 9 Serene Spring is Xiao Yan's woman. Touch her and Xiao Yan will not let this matter rest. Ha ha. Huang Tian chuckled mockingly. Xiao Yan kidnapped my son, threatened my tribe and stole our wings. He's already my enemy. Do you think I care about letting things rest? Yao Ming frowned. This old monster was clearly determined. I'll give you 1 more minute, Huang Tian said indifferently. Give me your final answer. The atmosphere tightened. 1 minute passed. Yao Ming remained unmoved. Huang Tian opened his eyes, icy, killing intent surging. Since Xiao Yan dares threaten this king with my son, Huang Tian said coldly, then this king will do the same by capturing his woman first.